What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about basically what could have been that the Ben Affleck solo Batman film seemingly was going to be like an Arkham Asylum movie. Now, I want to talk about this. I also want to give myself a pat on the back because we, on this channel, me and my cousin actually, around a year and a half ago, we predicted, or we at least wanted, something exactly like this to end up happening. Now, obviously, none of this is going to end up happening. It's kind of the depressing part of the story, but I do want to talk about what has come out about this, again, Batman solo film, what it would have been, and go from there. If you guys are new here and you guys do like this stuff, make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. And if you super like my content, I actually have a second channel. I do a daily video, so it's not as much as this channel. It's called Podcast Now Plus. Link for it is in the description below. All right, so basically, we have found out that this film was going to be taking place in Arkham Asylum with Deathstroke, obviously teased at the end of Justice League and all that stuff. Deathstroke, and he's talked about it, where he said it was a really dark story in which Deathstroke was like a shark or a horror movie villain that was dismantling Bruce's life from the inside out. It was this systematic thing. He killed everyone close to Bruce and destroyed his life to try to make him suffer because he felt that Bruce was responsible for something that had happened to him. But I guess the biggest takeaway is that the game was originally an inspiration and that Arkham Asylum was originally going to be the setting of it. Now, again, I do want to pat myself on the back, and I want to talk about, again, like, what this could have been, because it's shocking. And this is why we made this video like a year and a half, 2 years ago. It is shocking that the game franchise, the Arkham, game franchise, I'm not saying like I want those created as a movie, like just copy those games, but why it's never been tried before. Now, okay, I guess the reason it's never been tried before is because it just happened in 2009, right? That was Arkham Asylum, and we've been going through these Batman games 2009, 2011, Arkham Origins 2013, and then Arkham Knight 2015, right? So we had those, and it's been quite a while, and obviously we had the Chris Nolan ones, then we had, or obviously right now we're in the middle, or about to be in a Robert Pattinson one, and then we had the Ben Affleck one. So, so saying, like, why haven't we had it? Well, it seems like they probably thought the same thing, where they're like, all right, we have an older, more experienced Bruce Wayne and a more older and experienced Batman. Why not throw him into the Arkham Asylum kind of setting? Again, I don't need the games recreated in a movie, but especially Arkham Asylum, I really do think would work so well, probably better than any of the other ones, as a movie. And really, one of the reasons is there's not a lot of exploration to do. I mean, when you replay those games, and this is kind of talking about, this is like a game kind of video, right? When you're talking about those games, Arkham Asylum is the most straightforward. Arkham City is a little bit more open. It's got more stuff going on. It's longer. The games kind of get... Now, they're all around the same, but, like, especially Arkham City and Arkham Knight, right, when it starts to open up, and even Arkham Origins, like, if you're trying to do everything, or you're trying to experience everything in these games, it does become a bigger thing. Arkham Asylum, yes, there's still the Riddler trophies, there's still things to do on the side, but for the most part, you're going straight through the game. And yeah, it's like an 8-9 hour, story. You'd have to cut that down. But I just think the atmosphere, the idea of being locked inside like the nut house, right, with all of these other villains where they're in charge and you're kind of the underdog, right, and you have to kind of take it back from them. I mean, that's what that game is. That's literally the pitch of that game, right, with Joker kind of at the helm. And again, like, why they've never done that as a movie before baffles me. But again, it seems like they were going to do it with Deathstroke being like the main thing, right? And then that fell through. So, there's not too much to say beyond that, other than I'm not the biggest fan of Ben Affleck's Batman. I respect it. I never really had a problem with it. I think a lot of fans, or maybe just a lot of people online in general, throughout the time that he was Batman, I guess you can still say is, right, until Robert Pattinson's movie comes out, until the 4-part Justice League is over, you could still, I guess, consider this like the current time, right? So I think a lot of people have gone through a lot of ups and downs with that character, with his portrayal of that character. I've always been on, I like him. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I think he's good. I think I like Christian Bale better, although his kind of tone with his throat, whatever he does with his throat to make the voice. I mean, some of that stuff is just at this point laughable, right? Kind of like in retrospect. But no, I do like Ben Affleck. I don't know if he's like one of my favorite Batman. I mean, I think he's better than like George Clooney and stuff like that, but he is solid. He's never been like a disappointment to me. He's never been like the greatest character to me, and I feel like I've remained steady while a lot of other people have kind of been all over the place. They hated him at first, or maybe they loved him at first, and went the opposite directions, right? I mean, I would have liked to see this, and I think he honestly would have been a pretty good fit for it, because again, like, I don't know, even Arkham Asylum kind of did it, where he's an older, more experienced Batman. Now, it's not the end of his tale, right? There's more Arkham City and Night after that, and I mean, Origins was the prequel, so technically you can't count that. So, like, he was Batman for a very, very long time in the game when they did that. Makes sense to do the same thing with Ben Affleck. So I think they had something going there. It is sad because I was really excited for that film. I was excited for Ben Affleck to be like, remember, because he was such a big part of it. Like he wanted, or he needed to have the say in the film that he was going to, if he was going to do it. And it all kind of just fell apart, and obviously we're now here where we are, right? So what could have been, right? What could have been? Let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Would you have seen this movie? Do you think that it would have had really big potential? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. And again, if you guys really like this stuff, I have a second channel called Podcast Now Plus. The link for that will be in the description below if you guys want to check it out. Of course, you can just look it up on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see all of you guys on the next video.